What's up, guys? It's me, King Epic. I hope everybody's doing great. I'm sorry if I seem a bit tired, but I've been up since the update, and yeah. Anyways, let's get into it. After Saladin is gonna be Mahmid. I'm probably gonna butcher that until I Google it and I find out how to actually say his name. Anyways, Saladin. He's another hero just like Constantine that you can't get right now. However, this man's skills are absolutely insane, and I will actually say this. It is I feel like any type of pay to win player that unlocks this guy and even maxes his second skill, you're done. Like, I'm sorry, you're done. Anybody that has a maxed out Moto, Sao, you're done. Like, if you have this guy, you're done. Like, it's insane. It's honestly, to be really fair, like, I'm just gonna get into it because I don't want to talk about it. Anyways, Saladin, cool. He's basically Richard's rival. He's a cavalry hero. He has conquering in his thing as well, so he's basically Moto, Sao mixed with with a Hannibal, because Hannibal is both conquering and support. He's conquering and he's kind of support. I don't know why they have him as attack, because he kind of still, well, he does damage bonus, but there's like a healing in here or something like that. You know what I mean? You know, he's still kind of like a support. He's like one of the best support heroes, and honestly, that's what kind of like Saladin is, with the whole support aspect. So let's just get into it. Let's get into his first skill. First thing I want to say, the man fucking looks beast. Like, the man, his sword, like, they really, I will say this, they do an amazing job on, the actual characters. I will say I can't wait for him to actually move. Something I really wanted to test real fast. Does Cleo have a voice line yet? She has a voice line! Holy crap! I just realized after all of these updates, she finally got a voice line. So anyways, let's get into the skills. Hold fast. Deals direct damage factor of 600 once to the target, then reduces its march speed by 10% and decreases its healing effects received by 20% for the next 5 seconds. I think they really did this on purpose, especially with the healing effect, because of Richard. Richard is healing based and everything, and if you're doing some type of healing reduction, you're facing a Richard, it counteracts. So with having someone like Saladin, it counters Richard. However, Richard is still a beast regardless of the fact that you have that healing effect reduction. Now, I will say this: when this skill is level 5, I'm sorry, by the way, in my last video I was saying like expertise for like a skill. When the skill is maxed, you got 1,400 direct damage, you got 30% speed reduction, and a healing effect reduction of 40%. It really, really does affect players that have those healing heroes. I think some of the main ones, for example, with anybody is Richard. We got Richard. What is it? Sao. What is it? Frederick. Hannibal. And then I think there's someone in here that has a healing factor. I think he does. I'm not going to go into it because it's about Saladin right now. So anyways, he does counter a lot of other heroes, just because of the fact that he does have that healing effect reduction. And I think with that healing effect reduction as well, if he's hitting that target and you have a friendly basically giving you health or something, I think it might counteract that health as well, especially if someone's using Joan, Constantine, a support hero in order to heal people around them. I think it might actually still affect that heal reduction. So, he's really good with his first skill, just hitting one target. Whoever he targets is basically going to be taken down really fast, especially if someone else is targeting that person as well. Very interested to see how we're going to be getting these heroes. This skill, oh my goodness. I don't know what they were thinking with this skill. Because honestly, if I unlock Saladin, all I'm going to do is just get him to level 10, get him a star up, and literally max out his second skill. I would possibly even skip over his first skill just to max out his second skill. It is insane. You get a cav unit attack by increases cavalry units attack by 8%. Defense by 8%, march speed by 1%. The march speed is kind of lower compared to, you know, someone like, you know, Cao and Moto together, or Moto and Pelagus, and, you know, all the other heroes now that have march speed. But it's not about that. It's about the defense and the attack bonus that gets me just, what? Like, why? Like, that is some insane stats. If you could, like, I know people that have like 187% attack bonus on their cavalry when just using Cao and Moto. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna see how it plays out whenever I find out how we get these heroes. But wow, insane. Just straight up insane. The Fated Bond, skill damage taken by enemy reduced by 20%, and counterattack damage taken reduced by 10%. So basically his skill damage, anybody that throws a skill at him or anything, it's reduced by whatever level you have your skill at, and then counterattack damage as well. This is really good. This is a mix of like Charles and Richard, especially for the counterattack, because both of those heroes have counterattack in them for a skill. So it's kind of interesting to see that more of a towards cavalry. I know for a fact, I think Cao has that as well. Something here, I think. No, okay, no, this just decreases defense. So he's like one of the heroes that I'm seeing a lot of reduction. I feel like he's gonna be a very heavy type cavalry hero that basically you can dish out a lot of damage but be a super tank. I feel like, again, I'm gonna say this, you know, infantry are super tanky. When it comes to someone like Moto and Cao, obviously they're tanky as well, because, you know, it depends on the damage you do to them. But he seems like so much to the fact that this is just a passive skill. There's no type of trigger time or anything on this. So he's always going to have a 50% skill taken reduction, and he's going to always have a 30% reduction in counterattack damage. So this is going to be the whole time you're fighting him, not just, oh, this procs every 10 seconds. Oh, this procs or whatever. I think maybe they should add that. But, like, again, I don't want to throw nothing out there. I'm just saying we got to see how he comes out, how he plays out. But, you know, the fact that there is no type of, you know, like, little second or two or whatever, or chance of this happening, whew, that's insane. His last skill increases damage to garrisons by 10%, and I was right in the patch notes. Saladin is unable to plunder resources by attacking other governors' cities. Now again, Saladin is really great with the damage bonus. That damage bonus up to 25%. That is insane. However, I will say this: Saladin seems more towards a hero towards the Ark of Osiris compared to, you know, using him in the kingdom. Obviously, you can use him in the kingdom, but who wouldn't want to, you know, attack a city and get the resources out of that city? So, you know, it's good, but at the same time, I think they're trying to really push Saladin towards, you know, Ark of Osiris. Same thing with kind of Constantine for that last skill. You know, his last skill kind of seems more towards something strategic based, and like that's gonna take time. So interesting. Last skill is basically he's expertising his first skill Deals direct damage. It goes up to 1,700, and then it reduces the march speed by 50% and decreases the healing effect received by 50% for the next 5 seconds. So that's insane, because once you expertise it, it goes up by the march speed goes up by 20% reduction, and then the healing effect goes up by 10%, and then again, you know, it's okay. Just to throw this out there, I know I keep bringing up Charles and Richard. I always do that because, you know, they're important heroes in the game. I think someone tried to point that out the last time that I was talking about Richard a lot. You know, Richard has a speed reduction. He has a speed reduction with his main skill, right here. A march speed reduction of 15%. He's an infantry type player. He's not going to catch up to, even if he reduces the march speed of another player that has cav, that is not going to catch up. Problem with this, regardless if you get this first skill, you know, you're reducing the march speed of that player, and you're already a cav hero, so you're going to be able to keep up with that person regardless. So I feel like there's going to be no way on land battle, if there's no cities around you or flags that you can go into, there's no way that you're going to be able to escape this man. So I just really wanted to really throw this out there because of the fact that there is a march speed reduction, and he's a cav hero. Cav heroes are made for that they chase you. They either chase you down, or they you know, attack so fast that you can't really react. So yeah, that's really about it. I think when you get him, I would probably wait to use him as a second command. I mean, as a main commander until you get like his skills up, because again, by the time we get him, however we get him, you know, your other cav heroes are probably going to be higher level, and you want to use a higher level commander as your first commander because of the fact that you'll have talent on him, and since the talents don't count on the second commander, kind of makes sense to only use the commander that you have the highest with him at least. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy the in-depth guide on Saladin. I really hope he's not super, like, massively OP, and I hope it's not something that, you know, basically people that pay a crap ton of money can just expertise him, get him, and then I feel like Ark of Osiris will just literally become something where it's like, is this fun if I have to face a player that's gonna just, you know, use Saladin and destroy my army in 2 seconds? You know, so yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Mehmed is next, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you think. Peace.